So it's been about 6 months now since I built my rack mount PC for the office, and I need to clean it, as you can tell. Definitely tell where the fans are, but I also want to pull it out so I can upgrade the video card because I do not like the AMD RX 6600 I put in there. I don't know if it's a driver issue or if it's just the card, but I get occasional graphics driver crashes, and one of the games I play, the image is really dark and apparently isn't compatible with the drivers or something, because I can't even adjust the brightness. But I've had the card now, I think, for 3 months, and I've been blowing it off because, well, I don't want to have to hard to show. I don't want to have to crawl under here and unhook all this mess. Although I guess I don't technically have to crawl under here since this is on wheels as I precariously pull it out. Let's see if I can break something important. There we go. Yeah, it's a mess. I could probably eliminate half of these cables. Yeah. What would be really nice is if I had newer monitors that used DisplayPort and had USB 3.0 hubs, because then, yeah, I could eliminate most of those USB cables, I believe. But, yeah, I'm going to turn it off and pull it out of the rack and take a look inside. Well, got it out of the rack, and I would say the case is pretty dusty. So that'll need some cleaning. It has a textured finish, so I don't know how well Windex and a paper towel is going to play out. Should probably try a fresh one. Yeah, it seems to work pretty good. Problem I've found with textured paint finishes when it comes to cleaning is you tend to leave lint. But yeah. Although it doesn't look pretty on camera, it's drying. And we'll just see here how bad the fan filter looks up close. There we go. Definitely dusty. And I think this is probably washable, although I'm probably just going to carefully blow it out. Looks like a little dust made it through to the back, but fairly clean on the inside. I mean, that's a negligible amount of dust on the fan grills. I never did hook up the power to this for the DVD drive, which is kind of a shame. I might get lazy and see if there's a adapter I can buy that'll just let me plug the DVD drive into one of the USB headers. Alright, let's see what the insides look like. Well, I'd say that's pretty clean. And a little bit of dust on the heatsink fans, but really, yeah, pretty clean. I think the GPU was actually kind of dusty from the get-go, but I will blow it out well, since I have it open. I do have a 5600G, or not 50. I want to upgrade the 5600G to a 5700G, but I also want to buy a new motherboard. I want to be able to do 10 gig networking on my PC for faster file transfers, and then I also want to be able to edit videos off the NAS. So that's something I need to deal with. And this motherboard only has a 1X slot open that's left, which won't be able to do 10 gig. And some people say, oh, well, you could probably do 2.5 gig off that. And it's like, yeah, I don't want 2.5 gig. I don't have anything that does 2.5 gigs, so yeah. Also, I was thinking it would be nice to be able to use the front USB-C. I don't really have anything that supports it. I mean, my phone is USB-C. I do have a USB-C external solid-state drive. Otherwise, yeah, that's the extent of my USB-C. But I've had no problems with this with thermals, and it's been dead quiet. Really been happy with this case. Forgot about that. It's just casually sitting there. And yeah, when I took it out of the rack, I forgot how shallow it was too. I took it out. It's like, oh yeah, this thing's really nice and compact. But yeah, so I have this just a regular 3060. It's an HP one, but I believe it's a 12 gig. You'd have to look up the part number, otherwise I'll find out once I put it in the PC. That's gonna go in here for now. I, for the life of me, can't make my mind up on a motherboard. I was gonna spend, oh boy, how much was it? It's either $400 or $500 a Micro Center special for Black Friday. I think it was a 13th gen i7 with 32 gigs of RAM and a motherboard, but I never committed to it because I didn't really want to make the 4-hour drive. But yeah, I'm gonna blow this out real quick and I'll be back. Well, got everything blown out. Can't really tell a difference because it wasn't that dirty. But it's time to upgrade my video card. Honestly don't know for certain if the 3060 is better than the RX 6600, but in my mind it's better because I don't like the drivers. Uh-oh, where did I put my screwdriver? I will be back. Alright, got a screwdriver. Let's get this card out and get the new one in. It would be fun to have a more modern card, but honestly, I don't use my GPU for anything, so I don't really know why I have a nice card as it is. It is nice the few times I do H.265 encoding, but I don't do it that often. I tend to avoid it because of the fact that I'm too cheap to pay the 99 cents for the codec, so I can edit H.265 content. I'm really stubborn. The only reason I'm refusing to pay the 99 cents is because why can I encode it but I can't edit it? It's like, come on. I don't know. Kind of defeats the point of a codec if you have to pay to use it. I would have figured that a codec is something that would be openly available so people use it. I don't know if there's other codecs that I would have to pay for. I mean, like OBS, I can record MP3s for free. The only reason I know is because I actually used it for that reason recently. I didn't know how to convert a video file into an audio file, so I just recorded it as an MP3. Also found out I could have done that in Resolve, but it was the easiest thing I had on hand at the moment. Alright. Be a little cleaner in here, now that I don't have an extra long video card. Remember where I had these going. Looks like that's a USB header. And then this is the other USB header. In theory, if I can do this around the camera, that'll be it. And yeah, this cleaned up nice. You can almost hardly tell it was ever dirty. I will say I'm impressed. I have never had, well, no, I don't think I've ever had a PC with a proper dust filter like this. So if this were a Dell, all that dust in the front would have been all in here and it would have looked like hell. But yeah, just gotta put this back together and see how I feel about my new NVIDIA graphics card. I get to have the fun of uninstalling the AMD drivers and then downloading the NVIDIA ones. No locator pins on this case. But yeah, this will be a nice little upgrade. Well, got it back in my rack, nice and cleaned up, upgraded, and good as new. This should be the config I run for a bit until I commit to a better motherboard. And I will have to pop it open sometime so I can do something about this DVD burner. I really would like to see that working here, but I have been using an external one in the meantime because I actually do need to burn discs occasionally. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully that's interesting, and thanks for watching.